State Department has ranked China among the lowest of the low when it comes to human trafficking. The annual Trafficking in Persons report lists forced labor, forced begging, and sex trafficking as reasons for the decision. CNN's Lynda Kinkade is standing by live for us in Washington. And Lynda, how did China join the likes of North Korea and Syria as being among the worst offenders of human trafficking?
Yeah, it was a pretty interesting finding, Amara, which is why everyone here at the U.S. State Department is talking about it. China, as you know, it's pretty rare for the U.S. to publicly criticize China. And as you are aware, U.S. President Trump has seemingly warm relations with President Xi of China. But this report by the U.S. State Department found that China had failed to curb its state-sponsored forced labor. And the report concluded that China did not meet the minimum requirements to end human trafficking. Now, the Trump administration says it is dedicated to ending this problem. The U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson had this to say.
Human trafficking is as old as humankind. Regrettably, it's been with us for centuries and centuries. But in the expression of this act, as I read that one line to you, it is our hope that the 21st century will be the last century of human trafficking, and that's what we are all committed to.
Now, Amara, China was not happy with the report. It actually called the remarks in the report irresponsible and said that it is determined to end human trafficking. Amara?
And Lynda, we just heard there, as you just played that sound of Rex Tillerson saying that the U.S. is committed to ending human trafficking. Are there any consequences that could be imposed on China by the U.S. as a result? And as you mentioned, Trump and Xi warming relations. So is the Trump administration willing to do anything punitive against China as a result?
Well, typically, Amara, countries that are downgraded into Tier 3 can face some pretty serious ramifications. They can have cuts to foreign U.S. aid or U.S. training, no access to U.S. weapons. Things like that are the sort of punishments, if you like, that countries on that tier can face. Now, China was listed on the Tier 2 watch list for some time. And after you've been on the watch list for more than 2 years, you are automatically downgraded. Last year, the administration gave it a waiver. This year, Rex Tillerson had the option to do that and declined.
All right, Lynda Kinkade, live for us there in Washington. Thank you very much.